Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. Now I'm sorry, just before we get into this, I didn't do a reaction for the Nottingham Forest game. This is the first reaction I haven't done in a very long time. I don't know if I've ever missed one, to be honest, but wasn't in the mood, had things going on, and it was hard to celebrate this because of what's going on, even though I'm really happy that we are winning games of football, we're looking a lot better, and we're performing really well, and these wins might matter at the end of the day. If you do have a really, really good season, the other points deduction might come in, might not affect us because of how poor the teams are at the bottom. Apart from Luton, I'd say I think Luton's got a bit of a fight about them with that 4-3 loss against Arsenal. Very unlucky in that game. Um, but yeah, quick little reaction to the Nottingham Forest. A very, very good goal from McNeil. Excellent finish. Really classy, to be honest. The way he smashed the ball in the top corner and the stance he had when hitting it as well. Unbelievable technique. Should have scored more in the first half. We could have rued them chances on another day. We're just lucky that Nottingham Forest are very poor at the moment, which I'm quite surprised about. I thought start of the season and last season as well, they've built a team, and yes, a lot of new signings and whatnot, but they're starting to become a team, and I feel like they're starting to look like individuals again. So, still a very good win for Everton. I know Nottingham Forest got beaten tonight 5-0 by Fulham, which is still a surprise, despite on the poor form and Steve Cooper's job's on the line. But a very good win for Everton again, 4 out of 5. Fantastic result, defensively sound, um, and just a great reaction after the 3-0 defeat. And with the points deduction, could have really knocked us to Manchester United when we got beat 3-0. It's a great reaction. And onwards to the Newcastle game. Um, yeah, it's a big game again, as every game is now, and it shouldn't have been in a sense. Even though I feel like even if without the points deduction, every game's big because we don't want to get sucked. We could have potentially, and you never know, could happen, sucked back into it, which we was never out of. Um, you know, we would have been 7 points clear of the relegation zone because of Luton's recent points they've been collecting and whatnot. Um, yeah, it still would have been a big game, but obviously we'd be more looking up than looking down. But things can change in the Premier League dead quickly. But now it's even a bigger game than ever because, like I said, this is the chance to get out of the relegation zone and then start to look up again, hopefully. Because when you're still in the bottom three, it still creates that negative feeling and worry and stress. If you're out of it, it feels a lot better. I know it could only be for a few days because we've got Chelsea after the home. Um, and look, our home record isn't great. It is a chance to put it right. I can't see this home record continuing. I feel like at some points it's got to give, and we're going to have a bit of consistency and or something at least where we're at least winning games of football from like losing, winning. Something like that. If the away form stays the way it is, that's great. Won't last forever, that, but it's been fantastic as it's been. Um, and it's a chance against Newcastle. I've got a lot of injuries at the moment, so another injury on the list with Nick Pope. It could be, good sign of a goalkeeper coming in trying to prove a point in Dubravka. I can't even say his name. He could have an outstanding game because he's come in, he hasn't played in ages. It's one of them little hero kind of things, and it's happened loads of times to Everton where a goalkeeper's been injured and then their second goalkeeper or third choice performs outstandingly well. So hopefully not for our case, and hopefully we can win the game. And I said Anthony Gordon's back, a whole different challenge for him because we're a lot better this season. He's going to have more of a test. Hopefully we can get stuck right into him. Um, and yeah, it's still a good team. They're grinding out results. Should have beat PSG, robbed with that, not going to lie. Even though I was quite happy with it because, not all Newcastle fans, but a lot of them I'm seeing online are arrogant. And I think there has been the odd Newcastle fan on this channel who've commented who's been sound on that, and there will be. It's not all of them. A lot of them are humble, knowing that where they've come from and where they are now is amazing for them. And at first I was happy but jealous because I wish they didn't get success because we haven't used our money and our wealth and our opportunity. We haven't took it, and it's made us worse. And it's hard to see other teams take that opportunity and look at us as a case study of not what to run, how not to run a club and waste money and stuff. So, it is hard. but obviously I prefer them than other rivals we have. Um, so yeah, listen, I think Newcastle are going to be in and about for Europe this season. I think it'll be successful for them if they get back into Europe, despite if it's Champions League or Europa League or whatever. You know, they're balancing it with Champions League. They're doing well at the moment. Still have a chance to make it through, and still doing reasonably well in the league as well, and smashing some teams as well. And they played well. They beat United 1-0. Played better than Man United, deserved to win. But their away form hasn't been as good, so it's one of them. You know, it's kind of like written in the stars that this will be a draw. A lot of people think Newcastle quality will show at the end. It could do. You know, you never know. You know, when you're looking at it, most likely that will happen. But I have belief in Everton that we could pull something here. I think it'll be a very tight game. I think it'll be 2-1 to Everton. That's my prediction, an early one. I don't know how long I'm going to do this video for, but I've got a pizza then. So, yeah, I think, 2-1. I think we're going to set up the same with DCL, replacing Beto, and yeah, I think Onana won't be fit for this game, unfortunately. I'd love Ashley Young not to start in this game. Please do not put Ashley Young again, but he will. He will. So there's no point me going on about it. He's just going to keep putting him in. You might as well get your bets in now for the yellow card in the first 25 minutes. It's just, he can do a job coming off the bench, Ashley Young, and you could probably say he could be a winger. You know, even at 38, he could come in as a substitute winger, but probably the talks he had in the summer was probably, something different that was agreed on how much he was going to play and whatnot, and that's why he's come here. But Patterson to me should be starting, even if he makes a few mistakes and that. He should be starting. He should be starting the youth. He's not exactly dead young now. He's still 22. He's still fairly young, but he's a player. He should be playing more. And when he was playing all right. And I just don't understand why he's been taken out. And Ashley Young has been a fault for a lot of things. And yeah, you know. Um, yeah, that's the change I really would like to see. Um, but yeah, apart from that, we've got to get the home form right, and I feel like this is an opportunity with the amount of injuries Newcastle have, especially Callum Wilson always scores against us, always does. He's not playing, so please Everton take advantage. We don't take advantage enough. We win games, we've done well this season, we have, but when it's a game where I really feel like we've got an advantage here, we've got an opportunity, we don't seem to take it fully, um, especially at home. And I think like the way Newcastle have still been playing well, and they've still got good players, they've still got a decent start at 11, but there's an opportunity here to get at them, and they could be tired as well because they're playing a lot of their players full on 90 minutes. So let's get at them, let's make it uncomfortable, and let's make it unbearable for them, and let's win this game. But that's my preview. Sorry if I've said reaction. I can't even remember what I said at the start of the video, but that's my preview. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow for reaction to the game. Sorry it's late. I've been away I've been away today as well. I was just really haven't had the opportunity, to be honest. So I'll see you all soon. And yeah, your reaction will come tomorrow. Hopefully it's another win for Everton Football Club.